If you're receiving Social Security benefits, I have news that could put an extra $556 in your pocket every single month starting this January. But there's a catch that could prevent you from getting it. In the next few minutes, I'll break down exactly who qualifies for this historic increase, the specific steps you need to take right now to ensure you don't miss out, and the hidden risks that critics are warning about. This could be nearly $6,700 extra per year, but only if you take action before it's too late. Welcome to Financial Area, where we break down the financial news that directly impacts your wallet. If this information helps you, smash that like button and subscribe for more money-saving insights delivered straight to your feed. This isn't just another small cost of living adjustment that barely covers your coffee expenses. We're talking about a confirmed $556 monthly boost to Social Security checks, and it's happening automatically for millions of Americans starting in January. But before you start planning how to spend that extra money, you need to understand exactly what's happening and why. For decades, Social Security recipients have watched their purchasing power shrink year after year. The traditional cost of living adjustments or COLA increases have been pathetic, often just a few dollars that don't even cover the rise in cost of groceries, let alone rent or utilities. Seniors have been forced into impossible choices: pay for medications or buy food, heat their homes or pay rent. But something shifted. Advocacy groups have been relentlessly pressuring lawmakers, and with inflation hitting everyone hard and a major election year approaching, politicians finally realized they couldn't ignore America's seniors any longer. The result? This historic $556 monthly increase that's about to hit bank accounts across the country. Let's put this in perspective. We're talking about $556 extra every single month. That's nearly $6,700 additional income per year. Over 5 years, you're looking at more than $30,000 in extra benefits. For many families, this is the difference between surviving and actually living with dignity in retirement. But here's where it gets interesting and where you need to pay close attention. This increase is automatic for most people, but not everyone is going to get it, and there are specific traps you need to avoid. The increase covers 4 main groups: standard Social Security retirees, people receiving supplemental Social Security income or SSI, those on Social Security disability insurance or SSDI, and certain survivor beneficiaries. If you fall into any of these categories and you're currently receiving benefits, you should see that extra $556 in your January payment. The key phrase there is currently receiving benefits. Your account has to be in what the Social Security Administration calls active status. This is where things get tricky and where some people are going to miss out even though they should qualify. If you've been flagged for overpayments, meaning the SSA thinks they've paid you too much in the past, your benefits might be suspended or reduced. If you have unresolved paperwork sitting in some bureaucrat's desk drawer, you might not get the increase. If your direct deposit information is wrong or your mailing address is outdated, you could face delays that cost you money. Even something as simple as a name change that wasn't properly updated in the system can cause problems. The SSA's computers don't think like humans. They see a discrepancy and they freeze everything until a person manually fixes it. And we all know how fast government employees work. Here's what's even more frustrating. Some people won't find out they're not getting the increase until their January payment is the same old amount. By then, you're already behind, and it could take months to sort out the mess. So what do you need to do right now? First, log into your Social Security account online immediately. If you don't have an online account, create one today. This isn't optional. It's the fastest way to check that all your information is correct and up to date. Look at your direct deposit information. Is the bank account number right? Is the routing number correct? If you've switched banks in the past few years and forgot to update this information, your payment could be going to a closed account. Check your mailing address too. If you've moved and didn't update your address with Social Security, important notices about your benefits might be sitting in someone else's mailbox. Next, look at your most recent benefit statement. The SSA is updating their records to reflect the January increase, and you should be able to see the new amount reflected in your account. If it's not showing up, or if there are any flags or notices on your account, you need to address those immediately. If you discover that your benefits are suspended, flagged for overpayments, or there's any kind of issue with your account, don't wait. Call the SSA or visit your local office. Yes, you'll probably be on hold for an hour, and yes, dealing with government bureaucracy is painful, but every day you wait is money out of your pocket. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. While this $556 increase is great news for recipients, it's causing a lot of anxiety among policy experts and budget hawks. They're warning that this boost could put serious strain on the Social Security Trust Fund, potentially leading to bigger problems down the road. Some critics are already suggesting that Congress might use this increase as justification for raising the full retirement age or quietly reducing future COLA adjustments. The logic goes something like this: well, we gave you a big increase in 2025, so now we need to tighten the belt everywhere else.
There's also the political reality to consider. What one Congress gives, another Congress can take away. Benefits that seem locked in today can disappear with a simple vote tomorrow. We've seen this happen with other programs. Politicians love to announce big increases when they're looking for votes, but they're much less enthusiastic about funding those increases when the bills come due. The timing of this increase isn't coincidental. It's an election year, and seniors vote in huge numbers. Politicians know that delivering tangible benefits to millions of voters is a smart political move. But politics is a fickle business, and what's popular today might be seen as unaffordable tomorrow. This is why you can't just assume this increase will continue forever or that your benefits are safe from future cuts. The fight over Social Security funding is going to intensify over the next few years, and recipients need to stay engaged and informed. Here's what you need to do to protect yourself. First, make sure you actually receive the January increase by taking all those account verification steps I mentioned earlier. Second, monitor your benefit statements every month. The SSA should be sending you updates, and you need to read them carefully. Sometimes important changes are buried in the fine print. Third, stay informed about Social Security policy debates. Subscribe to reliable news sources that cover these issues, join advocacy groups for seniors, and pay attention to what your representatives in Congress are saying about Social Security. When politicians start talking about reforms or adjustments, that usually means cuts are coming. Fourth, consider this increase as breathing room, not permanent security. Use the extra money wisely. Pay down debt, build an emergency fund, or invest in things that will help you maintain your independence as you age. Don't treat it as money you can count on forever. The bottom line is this: the $556 monthly increase is real, it's happening in January, and it could make a huge difference in your quality of life. But you need to take action now to make sure you actually receive it, and you need to stay vigilant about protecting your benefits in the future. This increase is a victory for seniors and disability advocates who have been fighting for years to get Washington to pay attention to the real struggles of people living on fixed incomes. It's proof that advocacy works, that pressure on politicians can deliver results, and that seniors still have political power when they organize and make their voices heard. But it's also a reminder that nothing in politics is permanent. Benefits that exist today can be reduced or eliminated tomorrow. The only way to protect what you've earned is to stay informed, stay engaged, and never assume that politicians will do the right thing without constant pressure from voters. So take the steps to secure your January increase, celebrate this victory, but keep fighting for the long-term security of Social Security. Your future self will thank you for it. If this information was helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Financial Area for more updates on financial news that affects your wallet. And drop a comment below. Are you expecting to receive this increase, and what will you do with the extra money? I read every comment and love hearing from you.